Back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys are having a great and exceptional day. It is Tuesday, basically May 30th, so one more day in the month of May. And hey, hopefully you guys had a good time during the Memorial Day weekend. And the long weekends always go by the fastest. And but I appreciate more time off away from work, and I appreciate more time around loved ones and great people all at the same time, because it allows you to gather some perspective. And my mindset is, when you are able to gather some perspective in life, you're able to become a better person. Because too many people, especially in today's world, because of having like the gift and the curse of having so much access to so much information, is so many people think that they know everything, and then they think that they don't need to put themselves in a position to where they could admit to themselves two things: I don't know, or I was wrong. I can admit that a lot of times, especially with all these, great buzz videos that come out that make something look fun, or I say make something look sexy. But have you done the research? Have you done the work? And a lot of times people still have an old way of asking questions without doing the research. And I think that at times that's intellectually lazy. I'm like, hey, first do the research. And if you can't come up to a conclusion, but my mindset is, research is the beautiful thing about doing any sort of research, especially in the Google age, is, hey, I might not be an expert at a subject matter, but I can at least get the one-on-one aspects and the one-on-one principles of a specific subject matter. And therefore, if I have a counter argument or a counter offer to any specific situation or subject matter, I come at it from more of an intellectual perspective, because I've done the homework, I've done the research. All right. Today's word of the day is Bedeck, stands for to adorn or an ornament. And I love ornaments. Like, a lot of times when I go out of town, I gather ornaments for people that are close to me, or co-workers sometimes, because, hey, I'm not, one person tried to say, a person I grew up with who I don't really talk to anymore, he said that I'm doing this because I'm trying to floss on people. I said, buying a refrigerator magnet or a keychain for somebody that's cost at most $10 a pop, that's me flossing, and I don't know what flossing is, to be honest with you. So that's one thing that definitely just makes me laugh. But a lot of times people do a great job of not leaving their comfort zone, mentally or physically. A lot of times people, they never leave their city, they never leave their state, they never leave their country. And that allows them to have a limited perspective on the world, or just limited perspective in the country that they live in. Another thing to add on to that caveat is, a former coworker of mine said, you can go around the world 1,000 times, but there's a lot of people that never leave their front doorstep. A great example, me, I'm going to Canada for the first time in my life. I haven't left the United States since I was like 2 years old, and I was a baby when my parents were stationed in Germany because they were in the military. My goal is to travel more to places I've never been to in the United States of America, and to definitely travel around the world, because I want to get my own perspective. I've heard everybody else's perspective on other countries. I want to get my own. And whether I like it or not, it's going to be my perspective, my opinion. That's why I don't really like to listen to other people. I'm not going to say I don't like to listen to other people. I don't mind listening to other people's perspective when it comes to a different culture, or when it comes to a different country, or even a different city or state. But I'll take heed to what people say. However, I'm the first person to say, well, let me go experience it for myself. Okay. A lot of people, especially in the digital nomad world today, a lot of people would not be living the high life in other quote unquote third world countries around the world right now, by them making money online, or either they're an online professional or they're an online entrepreneur. You have so many people that live in the Philippines, Mexico, all over Africa and Asia, even certain parts of Europe. They call themselves digital nomads, and they live in countries that are way cheaper compared to other Western nations. I won't even say the United States, but Canada, the UK, Germany, because they chose to live a different lifestyle. They chose to take the leap of faith and just say, hey, let me see what happens. Let me, take a chance. That's the beautiful thing I love about the 80s babies and the other generations that are coming up. You have so many people, and it's not talked about enough, that make six-figure salary, but they live in a country where most people only make $8,000 to $10,000 a year. So if they're making 100,000 six-figure American dollars in a country that only known to make up to $8,000 to $10,000, $20,000 a year, They're living a high life. They're, in a sense, they are rich, but they're just rich in another foreign country. Is there anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. Does that mean that they're anti-American or anti-Western? No. My mindset is you have to pay to live someplace. You need to enjoy living there. I don't care what country it is. So that's why I said the old mindset of just having a job and taking, putting money to a pension and raising a family. That's really 1995 right now. In a lot of people's minds, like, hey, I want more. And there's nothing wrong with wanting more. So anyways, today's quote of the day is by Denzel Washington. He says, where I think the most work needs to be done is behind the camera, not in front of it. And that's why I myself have been I've been working harder on my businesses and trying to make less content because I know that majority of the things get done off camera, offline, not online. And now on that note, do the great 3 things, like, share, and subscribe so I can get back to my grind. Have a great day. And as I always say, make money moves or you're going to live like a fool. Take care.